Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a review for one of the best episodes of Gotham we have had so far, which aired last night, Season 2, Episode 17, which is called Into the Woods. So I have been continually impressed with Gotham, the television series. The series is just incredible, really, really awesome. And I haven't done too many reviews for it this season, but I've been enjoying the hell out of it. I watch it every Monday, along with Better Call Saul. Of course, it just returned in late February with the second part of Season 2, Wrath of Villains. And they're still doing 22 episodes a season, which is freaking insane considering the quality that Gotham, actually brings. The writing is just so awesome, so on point. We have the stuff with Mr. Freeze, and then we have kind of this story arc with Penguin, Pee Wee Herman, which is funny, who plays, of course, the Penguin's dad. Spoiler warning if you're not caught up with Gotham. And, we see him be killed off by his family, and then in this one we see the Penguin kind of override or the events of losing his father, finding out that they had actually murdered his father, brings him back into his penguin state, so to speak, and he goes into full serial killer mode. And I thought it was pretty dark and a pretty cool reveal that he's feeding his wicked stepmother, so to speak, her kids. He tells her after, of course. Which was great. We also had prisoners, of course, in the recent storyline that's been going, where you have Gordon, who gets framed by Riddler, gets framed by Nigma, and just done so beautifully, done so well, to the point where you can see it all happening as it's happening. And then when he gets framed at the end, it's like, with the crowbar and everything, it all comes together. So in this one, Into the Woods, we've seen Gordon break out. We had him in prison there for a little bit, and that was good. Now in this one, he is proving his innocence. So he's trying to prove his innocence, and he originally goes to Nigma, as far as we know anyway. It doesn't seem like he knows that Nigma was the one who had actually set him up. Pretty sure. It seems like he's not privy to that information. But Bullock has helped him and has been able to get him the tape from Internal Affairs with the call in from the person who pegged him for the murder of Gallivan, which happened earlier on in the season. So in this one, we see him go to Ed for help to kind of hear the tape, and as they're listening to it, as he's correcting it, he finds out at that moment that Ed was actually the one who did this all to him, as he calls the person who did it a psychopath, and then he sees Ed's behavior really start to change, become very weird and defensive, right, when it shouldn't be. So he gets shot once, and Gordon's able to break away from Ed because, of course, he pulls a gun on Ed, but then Ed is prepared for that, and he tasers him with some kind of taser box device he has underneath Gordon's chair where he sits. So Gordon gets away from Ed and then sets him up and kind of, uses a pretty simple trick on him backwards, having Selena say that, give the cops some information, which Ed overhears, and then proceeds to go to the burial site of Miss Kringle, and then, afterwards, kind of pops up there while Ed is digging her up, and has outsmarted Ed. Simply followed him to the burial site in order to find her body, which is what he would have needed in order to prove his case that yes, Ed has actually framed him for all of this elaborate scheme, and that he is in fact innocent. Records the conversation, and the rest of the police team is able to hear it, along with Captain Barnes, and everything is good for Jim. He's all good to go. Then at the end of the episode, we have Barbara, who has been released by Hugo Strange from Arkham Asylum, and she just shows up, and once again, hi Jim, type of deal, and she's kind of in a Penguin-esque type state, it seems, where she kind of feels bad for the stuff that she's done, but really hasn't had too much therapy as far as we can tell. It's just kind of been released by Hugo Strange just because he kind of likes to. He plays around with the mentally ill like their play toys. He just lets me oh, I'm going to torture this guy and let him go. Her, not every problem's a nail. We're not going to do the same thing with her. Let's do this with her, and then let's just let her go. So So, Into the Woods, man, is quite an awesome episode. I really enjoyed it, especially the face-off between Ed, the Riddler Nigma, and Gordon when he finds him at the burial site and kind of shows that he's actually outsmarted Ed. So amazing writing for Gotham, man. I have really enjoyed the hell out of the show. It's just been great, and I love all the different things they have happening. Like as you go through the episodes, they have so many different story arcs for each character interweaving and happening sequentially, concurrently at the same time. You have all these things going through. You have, at one time, you have Penguin. He's got his story. He gets his time in each episode. Then you check in with Barbara once in a while. She gets her thing. And they just really weave the story really great and kind of bring the pieces in and out as they go through episode to episode. They'll have something in an earlier episode, and it seems like, it's not a big deal. It's nothing, or we're not sure what they're doing with it. Then a couple episodes later, they'll bring it in up to the forefront, and it will kind of merge with some of the other storylines that are going. So I think the writing for Gotham has just been absolutely incredible. The first 2 seasons, I mean, just amazing. We still have episodes 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 5 left. And, I mean, it's a bit unfortunate because I love the series so much, and I've been enjoying it so much that I hate to see it end. But when they're doing 22 episodes with some breaks in between, because there have been some breaks, it's really well paced out. It's really well spread out over the course of the year, so you can see Gotham quite often, throughout the year. You get a lot of weeks, 22 weeks of the year, 52 weeks a year, so not half the time, but almost, with the spaces in between. It feels almost like half the time, half the year Gotham's on. So in terms of the score for this episode, Into the Woods, I want to give this one a 9. I really feel like they could have stretched this story arc out with Ed and with Jim, and kind of put in some filler and done a bunch of things, and maybe put in some other stuff that didn't really matter. But they didn't. They just went right through, and they made it very intriguing. They made it a lot of fun, and everything felt pretty natural. It felt like Barnes would react that way because, being that he's a by-the-book type of police captain, and, he's trusting of Jim, but even he had his doubts about Gallivan and what happened with that, and he wasn't so sure about Jim. He wasn't sure if he could trust him, and Bullock too. And I love how Bullock lies right to him in this episode and doesn't think twice about it. And you have Bruce as well too, as I didn't mention in the review earlier with Selena. So, man, been loving Gotham. It's an incredible show. It's a lot of fun. If any of you guys are subscribed to the channel and you haven't been watching Gotham, I can definitely recommend it if you like Batman, if you like Gordon comic books. It's just a great concept. It's a lot of fun. And, I don't know if you'd be able to do a Batman series, on the small screen like that with a full-grown Batman. I hope one day somebody will take another shot at it and, do a really good job of it. But if they get this team eventually to do it, I would be down for it 100% because their writing is incredible, and they just do an awesome job. Episode 17, absolutely loved it. And that's pretty much all I got to say for this episode of Gotham. Of course, a few more left. I'll probably do a review for the season finale, or if they have any more episodes like this one, Into the Woods, that are just incredible like this, then I'll definitely do reviews for them. If you guys got a chance to check out this episode, let me know what you thought about it. Write your comments below. I want to see your guys' comments in this one because am I the only one who thinks it's incredible? I know not that many people watch Gotham. I wish more people would check it out because it's so good. But this one, I don't think you can deny the skill and the effort. They just, they're on their game. This team that does Gotham, they're absolutely on their game, 100%, no question. If you guys like this video, please thumb it up below. You can also share and favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe to the channel to see future reviews for Gotham and other shows like The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones, you can go ahead and subscribe at the bottom left. Don't forget, be sure to subscribe. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys again real soon. As always, it's Trev saying peace. See you guys.